When lauded winemaker Robert Hunter reflects on his first crush, it's not through the gauzy lens of sentimentality, nor is it with a pillow drenched with tears, like mine. No, for those in the wine trade, crush means something else entirely. Or does it? The fruit of one's labor is pulverized. Its very essence is wrenched out of it such that nothing remains but the thin skin of what once contained it. Every grape goes through this process right here to become wine, albeit it doesn't result in the same sort of broken heart thanks to the gentle pressure extruded by this machine.
Don't touch that. Right now we're crushing the fruit. This fruit was hand sorted out in the vineyard, and we're pumping it into the bins. I've just added some SO2 to stun any native yeast that's in the vineyard.
So you've got to crush the grapes before you bottle the wine, otherwise it's just jam, right?
In a manner of speaking, you're correct.
Using a modern crusher is more hygienic than using one's feet.
If they were your feet.
Skin contact means something completely different in the winemaking world than it does elsewhere.
Yes, true.
There's also a popular misconception that red wine comes from red grapes and white wine from white grapes, which we know is not true. So at what point do you put the dye in?
What?
To dye the wine, the color that it is. Oh, you don't dye it. Yeah, I was just doing my wine talk. I knew that. So we've talked about skin exposure, and then there's tannic, so it's like a suntan, right? Tannic.
We're ready to bring the bins inside. We'll put the heat exchange plate in to bring the fruit down to 50-55 degrees. The fruit will sit cold for 6 to 7 days and allow the enzymatic extraction of color, aroma, and flavor. And this part of the sequence is critical. This allows this gentle extraction while not allowing the extraction of tannins. And it's very different than standard fermentation. Standard fermentation, you would inoculate with yeast, you would allow for a warm fermentation and alcoholic extraction of color, aroma, and flavor, and hence you extract tannin bitterness. But by doing a cold extraction of color, aroma, and flavor, you're not extracting tannins. And then I do a cold fermentation, which also doesn't extract tannins. So these wines end up with great color, great aroma, great flavor, and very low tannins. That's why Hunter 3 wines are so soft.
So I've been kind of assisting you with the winemaking, so that kind of makes me an assistant winemaker, right?
That job's already taken.
By who?
Riley.
The dog? What do you put in his bowl? Canine Sauvignon or something?
That was almost funny.